8:45, time for Headline Makers this morning with the writer Candice Holdsworth and everyone's favourite showbiz reporter, Stephanie Tetchy. Good morning to you
Good
both.
morning.
Can we kick off with a bit of fine dining in the mail?
OK, yes, so this is
Who doesn't like fine dining?
Depends what it is.
So this is Jan Moore on the Daily Mail. She's reviewing Greggs, and they've done a bit of a tongue-in-cheek take on their recipes, and they've done a fine dining pop-up shop in Newcastle. So it's like the steak bake accompanied by like a little herby mix and a glass of wine.
There you go, look at that.
Oh, it looks rather nice.
She said it's really nice. She said it was really, really good. I think it's one of these things that works well as a novelty, maybe not permanently.
No.
Yes, but it's been very successful so far. And I like that they have that humorous twist on things as well. They sort of know who they are, so they're turning it on its head a little bit.
Yeah.
I like that very much.
Yeah, I think Greg fans will be quite happy with that, but... I'm not a Greg fan personally.
Well, I've never had one, actually.
Yeah.
But,
when I was a teenager, I used to go in there a lot, but now, no.
You know, if you've got one nearby. If there's one on your route to school or to college or whatever, you go, don't you?
Yeah.
But other than that...
Parking tickets. Have you ever had a parking ticket?
Loads.
Of course you have.
They are like the bane of every driver's life. So that's why I want to shout out Chris Burton from Bury. He received a £60 fine from the council and they were trying to take him to court, but he was trying to make a statement to say that actually he couldn't see the signs and most of them are obscured. So he got his measuring tape and he realised it only came at about 14 centimetres and then legally they're supposed to be 20 centimetres. So he managed to get his parking ticket overturned.
By saying the sign that was too small.
So he measured it. So he's telling people, locals, to try get their tickets overturned by measuring the parking signs.
Yeah.
It's intelligent. I wonder how he figured out how to do that.
Yeah,
I tried that once. I got a parking ticket in a place that I thought was a proper free parking space, and there wasn't a sign anywhere near, but there was. It was obscured by a tree. Because you pull into a parking space, you don't go searching for you have a quick look, but you don't go searching for a sign. But I took a picture. Again, it was Oxford City Council, and I had to go at them, and they said no, they weren't impressed at all, so I paid the fine.
Oh, no.
Well, it's not worth taking it to court.
No, they're very unforgiving when they give you a parking ticket. They just demand it.
They do. Let's cheer ourselves up with a bit of Christmas lights. Now, our house, I've got to stop saying mine because I get told off when I get
I'm not surprised.
Our house, sorry, darling, our house is bedecked at the moment, but nothing compared to what's going on in Bristol.
Yes, I don't know if you guys have got a video of it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And it's a Bristol couple
this is a house.
who've bought so many.
Oh, but that's fancy ones as well.
28,000 light bulbs on their house.
I love that.
Yes.
Do you fancy a bit of that, Candice?
Yeah.
It's not to my taste, but everyone is different, and some people think it's a lot of fun.
I love that people sometimes go to
Yeah.
But look how it's all coordinated.
Yeah.
There's a computer system behind
Yes,
that
there really
somewhere.
is, isn't there?
Yes. We're all different. You know, I mean, when everything's the same, when everyone's just got very tasteful lights, maybe it can get a bit dull and a bit boring.
If you live next door, you might need blackout lights to get some sleep.
I just think that's a bit of fun.
I think it's lovely.
I think on every street there's always a showstopper house where it is. Our house is a showstopper house. It's like
is
we
it?
go full on.
Oh,
like so many
lovely.
lights. We used to have a palm tree and we used to deck it with lights as well.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I like that. I like people who go to the bother.
Yeah.
Because it's done for everybody, isn't it?
Yeah.
It makes you feel... puts a smile on your face.
We had one of
like
those for Halloween, actually, and the kids loved it.
Ah.
Yes. It was, they just went all out for Halloween, and everyone was just like, wow.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
I'll have to do something. I'll have to get going this weekend. I've got the lights. They're in a box in the loft.
I'll come round.
Yeah, go up to the loft for me. I don't like going up to the
No, I'll come round. I'll sort it out. Now, what else should we turn to?
Well, I wanted to look at young Gen Zers. We were talking about Generation Z or Z. Apparently are turning their noses up at a traditional Christmas dinner.
Yeah, turkey, Brussels sprouts, veg is a no-no with Gen Z.
Which ones are Gen Zs?
So they're like aged between 18 and 26 now.
Oh,
so
right.
we're talking like maybe...
Yeah.
2010ers? No.
No, late 90s
or early 2000s.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I think I might have a couple of those then.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Have you? No, yours are older than that, aren't they?
Yeah.
No, you say 90-something.
Oh.
My last one was 95.
Oh, well, it might
Maybe
be
he's a Gen Z, yeah.
Might be.
But he loves his Christmas dinner.
Well, apparently Gen Zs, they're turned off turkey, stuffing, they don't want Brussels sprouts. Instead of gravy, they're opting for ketchup. Yeah.
Oh, showing a picture.
That is totally wrong. That's a proper Christmas dinner.
And they're saying instead of turkey, people are going for beef. But I'm just like, that's the whole point of Christmas, having that traditional dinner. Like, it must be a bit different for you, though, Stephen, because you're vegetarian, right?
Veggie, but it's only the meat I don't have. I'm having like a vegetable Wellington or something.
Meat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
see, my sons eat meat, and I just don't eat. I eat everything else.
Yeah, well, that's it. I have everything else. So he's having turkey. We're getting a turkey crowning.
Yeah, I think that's a part of the day. I can't picture like having spaghetti on Christmas Day, or just even ketchup instead of gravy.
No,
it's just
ketchup.
like
Heavens.
it's just only one big meal of the year. Like, why do Gen Z want to change it?
You go to a bit of trouble with Christmas. And put a few little bits and
It's
pieces.
the absolute best.
Yeah.
I do like, though, trying, maybe other countries' Christmas dinners. That's something I'm interested in. Like France, they eat oysters and they have a lot more
That's
fish and things like
They
that.
have a lot of fish in Sweden.
Yes, and Poland as well. They eat carp on Christmas Day.
Where was he saying eats KFC on Christmas
So that's
Day?
the Japanese. They have KFC on Christmas Day. It's a Japanese
donated.
tradition.
Yeah, and it'll be gone within 5
Really?
minutes.
Yes,
You don't spend all night before and all morning.
No, you're not prepping, are you?
Take the drama out of
Bad
it.
idea, but
There's queues outside KFC's.
Yeah.
They think it's funny. They tell us that. Well, I had a friend from Japan. She said, "Do you know what we eat on Christmas Day? KFC."
well, you've got time to do other things.
I sort of go, what's your view? Because obviously you've travelled,
Yes,
haven't you, throughout your childhood? So what's it?
Well, in the
what have you
southern
experienced?
hemisphere, it's boiling hot. So a lot of people have barbecues, and they'll barbecue. Maybe they'll have roast potatoes with it or something.
Oh, you
like
will
that.
sort of go down that line a little
It depends. So, I mean, my mum is like very British. She can't let go of her traditions. So even if we're having barbecue meat, there's got to be roast potatoes and roast vegetables. And
When I
things
was
like
in
that.
Australia for several Christmases, we put an enormous turkey on the barbie because there are all these programmes on telly telling you how to cook an enormous turkey on a barbie. And then you do all the other things as well.
How do you do that?
Yeah.
How does it go
For a
through?
very long period of time on a very low sort of
With a lid down.
with a lid down at different and then you put it up on a rack and stuff like that.
Delicious.
It was absolutely wonderful sitting and eating it in the sunshine. I mean, just
lovely.
brilliant.
Wow, I can't imagine that. Are you much of a cook, Steph?
I try to be, but I like being cooked for because I think sometimes when you're cooking, it takes out the fun when you receive the food on the plate. But this year, I want to attempt to do more dishes this year. So I'm already looking at what kind of things I can conjure up.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I like it, though. It's like just the whole Christmas dinner element. I think it makes it nice.
And have you got one of those plate warmers?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they are so brilliant. I
They
can't
come in
tell you.
handy.
Yeah, because really, especially when you're handing out lots of different ingredients onto a dishes, you need your plates to be warm, but not boiling hot.
Yeah.
And so you've got they're like a long electric blanket, aren't they?
Oof.
And you weave them in between the plates. So you've got a stack of plates.
Oh, I see.
And there's a layer, and they're beautifully warm, and it makes
so
such a big
good.
difference.
Oh, I'll look into
I can't tell you.
that.
That is such a tip, particularly for Christmas,
Yeah.
because it keeps your dishes warm. While everybody's waiting for theirs to be handed around the table, you know.
Well, we've prepared a full menu, which has been sent out, but I'm going to have to cook most of it.
Oh,
I wasn't
nice.
actually consulted on it. So I'm going to have to
We've
work.
got a printed menu for
Oh.
you. Yes.
Oh, what's on the menu?
Yeah.
I don't really remember. But it's all fancy stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm
Oh,
thinking,
good.
I'm
But
going to
you're
make all of
expected
that.
to do that.
Yeah.
You want to
Yeah.
delegate to
So
different
I'm not
people.
cooking the meats.
Okay.
Because I wouldn't know what I was doing.
yeah.
I wouldn't have a clue what I
You need
was doing.
to invite me round, Stephen.
Yeah, anytime. The door is always open to you, Tetchy. It's been great to see you
Thanks,
both
guys.
this morning. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you so much. Yes, indeed. Shall we find out about the all-important weather forecast?